Aloha, kākou. It's DJ Kano, and we're playing Division 2. As you can see, I am going to go and show you some cool things that my clan and I have noticed about Countdown. So this is going to work for the way that we were running it and the things that we observed. There's still a lot that we are going to have to discover on our own. But yeah, we just kind of dove in there to take a look. And we were able to get through one where we all died at the end of the extraction, two where we all were able to extract, and another one where we just kind of like experimented with a few things. So let me give you some of my insights, and maybe this will help you with your team when you go through Countdown. And let me tell you this too. This is for a 8-man countdown because you don't need to go in with 8 people. We did take 8 people, and these things that I'm going to go over will probably be beneficial for another 8-man team. You probably will do things very differently if you're running less than 8 people. Okay, so let's take a look at what we're doing here. First of all, if you're going to go and do a countdown, it's going to be right here underneath the summit. So you can go ahead and press triangle to open the countdown, and you can matchmake if you want, which is a cool thing that we found out too. And you can press and hold accept to create the countdown. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and do that, and press and hold square to get into the countdown. It's the same process for a raid when you can create a raid. All right, just waiting for the time to go. Okay, so what's going to happen is you're going to get this load screen, and it's just going to stay here. I'm pretty sure this stuff is going to get fixed. It's a little weird that it stays on that countdown thing. It takes longer when you have all 8 people. Okay, so outcasts are who I'm dealing with right now, but it'll change between the different factions. The first one that we had were True Sons, then we had Rikers, and now we have outcasts, so it just keeps floating around. So right now we're going to ignore the timer. So timer will pop up on your screen right away. We're going to ignore it for now because we're going to talk about what's happening here. Okay, so it's timed because that's the amount of time you have to go ahead and stop the reactor, the nuclear reactor. I'm going to press the map here. This is very important for this because the first time we ran it, the map wasn't talked about. So we're going to go and take a look at the things that we see. So we have the laboratory, administration, reactor, turbine, containment, and the cooling tower. Okay, so very important. You need to look at the one that is locked. So the locked containment, that's where the main mission will be. Okay, so you have to complete 2 of the active objectives, which is the turbine, the reactor, and the cooling tower. You have to complete 2 out of those 3 before this thing unlocks, and this is where the main mission will be. And you have to do all of that within the 15-minute mark, okay? So cooling tower, reactor, turbine are my options. Every time you come in here, it will be different potentially. So it might be administration, it might be laboratory, or whatever other 3 there might be, and the final mission will be whatever it is, okay? So what I haven't played enough. I haven't determined yet if the turbine always has the same mission, if the reactor always has the same mission, or if things are different every time, just like the locations are different. So I have no idea yet. I'm assuming at this point, though, that every time you go to containment, it'll be the same mission. Every time you go to the cooling tower, it'll be the same mission, I think. But know that it does have changes. So these aren't always the same. So your mission may not always be the same. You will find that out if you dive in, okay? Very important, as you see when I go back to the main screen, on the top left, it says complete any 2 encounters, and you see the yellow diamond. That's how I know we have yellow diamonds to complete. Okay, so 3 of them, I need to do 2. It also tells me what to do. So protect the VIP at the turbine. That is one of those options. That's turbine. Eliminate the hostiles at the cooling tower, or secure the shade crates in the reactor. So you can kind of take a look at those things there, and you can determine which one your team would like to do. Okay? When you come in here, I didn't pay attention to where all the spawning points are. Oh, there it is. Okay. So if I zoom in, you see this. This is like a safe zone necessarily. Maybe not safe, but it is a spawning zone, that little rectangle there. This is also a spawning zone, and it looks like this one is a spawning zone as well. So we have 3 of those spawning zones. where your team will be dropped off, and you have to go and run into the map and meet up at these locations to complete the objectives. All right, so one thing that you could do is you could have, because you only need two objectives, split your team up into 4 and 4, or however many people you have. But you can split up your team. One team goes and does one objective, the other team does the other objective. Okay? To get there, very important, very helpful, because the first time we did it, we did not even look at the map. Make sure you click on your objective, and just like anywhere else, you can follow your arrow. That is going to be super, super important and helpful, because you're on a timer. You don't want to have to try and guess to figure out where you're going. Use these GPS arrows to get to where you need to go quicker, okay? So that is very important. The other thing that you should know too is that we have these icons. So 1, 2, 3 red icons, and this one will say agents will deal 75% damage to enemies outside of 35 meters. So long range is going to be beneficial. This one's going to be enemies gain 100% hazard resistance. So that one's weird, because I thought these were all supposed to be beneficial, and if the enemies are gaining hazard resistance, maybe we don't want to click it. One of my clanmates said that when we clicked it, because we did it by accident, that he felt his status effects were stronger. So I'm not sure if maybe this is a typo or what's going on with that, but that's that one. And then we also have this one: agents deal 75% damage to enemies within 15 meters. So you get benefits for close range and long range. This changes all the time too. So these three icons may not be the same every time you come in. So your benefits will be different, but I tell you that sure, it takes time to get them, but they're kind of on the way to your objectives. Go and get them. All it is it's going to be this. Let me try to run to this one, and hopefully I don't get any resistance on the way. It's just going to be a panel that you press the square over, and then you get that benefit. Okay, so let me try and just go get it. One thing you need to be cautioned is that when you're running through this area to get to the objectives, there are hunters. Yes, that is correct. There are hunters like that one right there. So you see the panel before I die right there. There's a panel right here. I can press and hold it. Please don't kill me. Oh, it's going to take more than that to do it. Oh, shucks. He's going to try and kill me. He's going to try and kill me. He pulsed me already. Okay, so let's try and throw a grenade on him. I just wanted to go and show you guys something, and this guy had to go and disrupt it. All right, let's do this. And let's see if I can go ahead and press that. All right, turret will deal with him. Okay, so you can see how long it takes. It's not too bad. And now I just have a countermeasure subverted. Long range damage is beneficial. He's gonna axe me. Oh yes, he's gonna axe me. Okay, don't kill me. All right. Whew. Okay, survived it for now. He's probably gonna heal up. Nope, he's gonna pulse me. So they look like rogue agents. I promise you, they're hunters. Oh, he's gonna smash me. Okay, Ravenous is something I will also recommend for hunters. Okay, he's gonna heal. I'm gonna just run away because he's gonna shred me. Okay, actually, you know what? I'm gonna die on purpose because I want to show you this too. Okay, so we are within the 15 minutes. So if I go ahead and die, well, let me try to kill him, and if I just die, I die. All right, let's try that. Did he poof? No, he's right there. Okay. Okay, so if I die, okay, give up, I will actually have a respawn. Okay, so don't even worry about dying in the early section. That is something that's important to mention too. Okay, all right, I spawned back at the hunter actually, so I'm gonna go back and get away. Okay, so I can see that I have these green icons on my screen along with the red ones. Green is good, red is bad, obviously. Okay, so those are the things that you want to pay attention to in terms of the map. Okay. All right, so we talked about the hunters. Ravenous is important. You saw how much damage can be dealt with just a standard build. I'm just using my standard DPS build for the raids. This is a walker build, so it actually breaks armor more than normal. So I would go ahead and use a Ravenous if you've got it from the Iron Horse raid, and you can shred these hunters. When you kill the hunters, you actually will be able to get a named drop from them, just like the rogue agents. Each hunter will drop you a named item. There is an extraction at the end of this, okay? So let me go back to talking about the encounters. Do the 2 encounters that you see here. that will unlock this locked mission. Do that. You have 15 minutes to do all of that. Okay, so 2 of these, undo that, and then once that's done, your objective is complete. All the ads are killed. That is, so far, out of the 3 times that we did it, it is pretty standard. You have to kill all the ads before your objective is complete, secure the area. And then what it does is it gives you an extraction. The extraction, you have to bolt it from the containment over to, I'm not sure where it is on the map because I didn't pay attention, it was kind of chaotic, but it will take you to an extraction point that you have to run out and go and get it. At the extraction point, you're also going to be on a timer. It's a new timer. So you see how I'm at 6 minutes and 45 seconds? If I finish the final objective, the main mission, within my 6 minutes, and I complete it, I'll be given a refreshed timer of a brand new 4 minutes. You also have time to change your build then. So if you want to change your build and use that to run and survive to get to the extraction, then you can. The part that I've not determined yet, and I may have to do some research, keep playing and figure out what's going on. I could also, go look at other videos and stuff, but I kind of don't want to. I want to kind of discover it for myself. You have to extract. I think you're extracting your team is what it is. You get dog tags at the end, some kind of an accolade. It doesn't really give you a good ending screen because it's currently glitched. So it's hard to really tell what you're getting in the end. But you have to do this extraction, and when you're running out there, there's hunters and there's ads. So you can change your build to like a blue build for survivability and just go. Realistically, you won't be able to kill everybody within 4 minutes. Not easily, anyway. I think if we tried and we focused, we probably could do it with a good team. But we didn't try. We just wanted to get the extraction done. So we ran out there. We get to a point where you have to actually pop an extraction. It looks like it is in the DZ. You wait a few minutes, a few seconds actually, and then you'll have a rope that drops right down at the extraction point. And as long as one person interacts with the rope, they will be able to. It's considered a complete extraction. It's completed for this mission. Even if you fail the main mission, by the way. So if you fail the main mission that I showed you, 2 objectives in the main mission, you can still go to extraction. So the part that I'm not clear on is what the extraction is for. Okay, so that's the part that I have to figure out. If anyone happens to know, I would appreciate that information in the comments. Please let me know. That would be very helpful for me and my team. Okay, let's see. Other things I can think of that were very important. Ravenous, hunters. Oh, okay. So builds that you might want to wear. So like I said, a tank build would be nice for survivability, and only one person has to penetrate to get to the rope. So as long as you have a good tank build, that'd be nice. One of my buddies was running as a tank and just picking people up because he was just absorbing all this damage from the ads. The ads don't hit that hard. They're kind of like not as strong as the raids, but maybe slightly more tanky than heroic. With the buffs, you will destroy them. With these red buffs that you turn green, you will destroy and shred them with your team. So I recommend getting those buffs. A healer is something you could run too, but it's kind of the maps are huge inside, and there's a lot going on. So it might be a little bit chaotic to have a healer run around trying to shoot everybody because it's not like a line of sight with chems. You can't really leave your hive somewhere. You may want to run multiple healers maybe, and that might help you. But otherwise, I think having a tank that's running around too might be more helpful. Might be the same situation as the healer though, trying to find everybody to pick them up. So it's your call what your team wants to run. There is a damage buff that you can actually get that gives skills about 25%. So I do recommend that maybe you want to run a skill build. That may be beneficial, like a rigger build, do high damage with your drones and turret. That one will be pretty nice, especially if you have the buff. Okay, but yeah, this is pretty much it here. So I'm just going to run around the map for a little bit longer, show you what it looks like. And that's the name of the game. Get your team. You have 15 minutes to do 2 objectives and a main mission, which is basically 3 objectives in total. Once you do the 3 objectives, you do that within your 15 minutes. You have 4 minutes to finish your extraction. The extraction gives you some sort of benefit. Somehow, it may not be super clear yet because this is brand new, and that's the name of the game. You can actually come in here. You see how there's ads everywhere and the hunters? You can just come in and kill them, pick up your loot, and leave. You know, that's currently how it's set up right now. That may not be what their intention is, and they may change that. So if you're looking to farm some decent items, especially the new brand sets and the new gear sets, then I would recommend go into the countdown, even if it's just a few of your buddies, like a 4 or 5 of them. Go kill some hunters and then leave the countdown. You will retain that gear. It is not attached to the extraction at the end of the 15 minutes. Okay. All right, guys, that'll be it for this video. I just wanted to go over the basics that we discovered of Countdown, and maybe this helps you and your team as you guys dive into it. Okay? All right, guys, you guys have a good time in the Countdown missions. I will be sure to be back, and if I discover any new things, I will share them with you here. Anything I might miss that you might have discovered with your team, please leave that message in the comments. Appreciate you guys. You guys have a good time. Shoots.